Oh god, this is going to be depressing, isn't it?
The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the Great Wyrm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
So was that meant to be Ratatoskr?
The Great Wyrm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well?
Nidhogg thought so.
Thordan's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment? Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice. This fact alone should serve as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught? Over the course of 1,000 years, countless men have donned these robes, and every one of them came to accept the necessity of this solution. Once, I hoped you might come to accept it as well. Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire. If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
You saw something, did you not? A vision of the past?
I like how everybody knows what that is now. Everyone can see when it's happening to me.
So this is the power of the Echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank, self-serving delusion. Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horschiffon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The spectacle called to mind King Thordan and his Knights 12 as they are depicted in scripture, holy powers and all.
Mere fabrications, which have become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If Lady Iceheart can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
Unbelievable!
As they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
Guess we need to figure out where this Aziz La is then. Oh god. That music. Yes, I'll get to talking in a second. I want to hear this. Yeah, I had a feeling that the good old kinds of music were going to come back in. Do, 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 That's the only thing I can say about the music for Heavensward is that there's a lot of similar themes. I don't know if that's the right word. Similar literal themes. Like they use a lot of the same things, but damn if they don't sound amazing. Do 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 do. Bum bum ba da ba ba ba. Do 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 do. Ooh, this is different. Dun 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 dun. Well, let's continue. Master Pallius, Master Alphino, I, Emric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Our aid in preventing whatever it is the Archbishop intends? Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetuated. No more. I shall pursue him to the ends of the world if I must. Life or death, I will have Sir Zephyr's heart for what he did. Yeah. That's closer to how I feel. Yes, yes, of course. You two were close, I know. Much has changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of the crime of summoning, then Alex and I will stop them. Would that I could join you in the pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos, as obviously it would. Ever since the founding of our nation, there's been an archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses, a force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origin would have been difficult even without my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without it. Yet walk it we must, for unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidhogg's death did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have great need of each other in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emric. To my dying breath I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the Scions in their search for the Archbishop. Alexander, Master Alphino, pray attend to me outside. Do. Very well, with me, Alex. I believe we have much to discuss. Do. Lots of experience for that. Do. I don't want to click it because then the cool music will go away. Ah well. Do ba ba. You say you want a revolution? Then I'll give you a revolution. Ah. Where could they be headed, and what does Alice La have to do with it? I've already forgotten if that's the correct way to pronounce it. Damn. The seer appears to have something to say. The Soleil was eastern bound, so I sent word to Camp Cloudtop on the off chance the airship passed nearby. Surely enough, I'm trying to remember how you say her name. Lady Laniite informed me that it has been sighted by her scouts. The Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds? Or was, not long ago. The airship has not been seen since it disappeared into the northern reaches near the Blue Window. Alas, because the region is firmly held by the Vano and not easily accessible from Camp Cloudtop, House Halenart is yet to establish a foothold. We will need not only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the Beastman's wrath. I do wonder, who do we know who's a captain of an airship who's bold enough to do something that stupid? I think we both know the perfect candidate, Alex. Let us pay a visit to Master Garland at the Sky Steel Manufactory. Ah, I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Ba ba ba. Who else but Master Garland would be willing to deliver us into Vanu territory? I say we go ask him first. Here on Hard Times. Oh, there's so many quests that I should really do. So many quests, not enough time. So I guess this might be where we get to go to the upper half of the place that they just mentioned, which the name has escaped me. Where are the others? Ah, the dastardly duo. What mischief have you been getting up to lately? Oh, Jesus Christ, do not ask. You haven't heard, have you? I hardly know where to start. He was a good man. Sid, have you ever heard of Eorzea? See, I'm already getting it wrong. Alice La? The Archbishop spoke of it before he fled. No, but it's probably some source of phenomenal cosmic power that's key to his plans. From what he told Alex, the Ascians tried to tempt him as they tempted Gaius with the Ultima weapon. Even if he spoke true about playing along, I can see him attempting to seize it. As if we needed another reason to pursue him. Well, I'm convinced. The Enterprise is at your disposal. Come to me at the airship landing when you're ready to depart. It's just as well. After pulling you out of the fire these last few times, I reckon I was due to deliver you into it. Bum bum bum. Oh, you moved for some reason. Into the blue. Ah, they're alright. Alpha Gnome must say to one last thing before he departs. Into the fire, is it? In that case, I should inform Tataru of our plans. Pray, go on ahead to the airship landing. I shall join you anon. Yes, but there is one thing I must do before I do that. There's ironically, one thing I need to attend to, of a much less important scale. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Ba. Ba. I need to finally unequip those and put these on. Let's have a look at them. Oh, it's not the best. Yeah. Yeah, they're alright. They kind of go with the outfit. Where is it? Moonlit. I need grade 1 goldsmithing. Nope. Grade 1 glamour prism goldsmithing. How much? That's not too expensive. I like how someone's just selling 44 of them. Just do ya. Moonlit. Cast. I would like to talk to the person down here and repair my gear. Even though it's only slightly damaged. That does remind me. I just saw someone with you. Haven't heard from you in a while. Not got anything to say, have you?